Okay, so this is going to be a tutorial for the 3x3x1 floppy heart. Now some of you might be thinking it's a bit pointless doing a tutorial on a puzzle like this because it's really easy, you know, it's really easy to figure out. Most twisted puzzlers would be able to figure this out very easily. But the thing is that I've actually come up with a method which I think is the most efficient and quickest way of solving one of these puzzles. So I think this video will still have value, you know, because some of you can solve one of these, you might not know the most efficient, quickest way of solving it. And you know, there might be people out there with learning difficulties who would love to solve a puzzle like this, but they're just unable to. So I still think this video has some value. So the 3x3x1 heart is basically the same puzzle as this one, the 3x3x1 Supper Floppy, I think it's called. So you can see it's 1 2 3 by 1 2 3 by 1, and this is 1 2 3 by 1 2 3 by 1. So the only differences between both these puzzles is this one is shaped differently, and there's a missing piece there, and I can show you. So you can see it matches up quite well. The heart puzzle matches up quite well with the regular 3x3x1, and you can see there's a missing piece on the heart puzzle. Alright, so let's start scrambling this. So we can see it's already quite messed up. What I'm going to do now is I want to mess up the orientation of these edges more. If we hold the puzzle so the central heart is orientated correctly, which it is now, we can see like the heart on this edge, it's not matching it properly. So its orientation is already messed up, but while I'm scrambling the puzzle or while I'm trying to solve the puzzle, if I need to turn this like that, it's going to fix the orientation of the heart. So to make the puzzle more scrambled, what we need to do is to actually isolate this edge, and we do that by moving these two corners out of the way. So now the edges are isolated, and now I can mess up the orientation more by either just moving it that way or moving it this way. This means that if I now turn this like that while I'm trying to solve the puzzle or while I'm trying to scramble the puzzle, it doesn't fix the orientation of this edge. It's still messed up. So let's isolate this edge. So remember, all of these pieces are the edges and all of these pieces are the corners. So let's isolate this edge, mess up its orientation more, pull this back, isolate this edge, mess up its orientation more, like that, and let's isolate this edge and mess up its orientation more, like that. Right, so now what we're going to do is to just basically shapeshift the puzzle, and all you need to do is to just basically turn one of the layers so it's like that, so we've got bits sticking out, and then you can move another layer like that, and then if we turn this layer back so it's now flat, we've still got a bit sticking out. So this kind of thing, being able to make bits stick out, being able to turn edges on their own like that, that's what makes it a super 3x3x1, and this super 3x3x1, it does the same thing. So let's try and make another bit stick out. Let's see. Let's see what I can do. Okay. There. So we've got two bits sticking out. So this is pretty much the most you're going to be able to get it scrambled. So let's start solving it. So what I like to do first when I'm solving this puzzle is to basically just flatten the bits that are sticking out. Now it's only the corners that can stick out. We have 3 corners on the puzzle, 2 are rounded, so there's this one and there's this one, and then the other one, the third one, it's cubic, and then remember all of these pieces are edges. So okay, well, to flatten this we just simply need to either turn it this way or this way. I'm going to turn it this way because this is where the rounded corner belongs. It doesn't belong up there. The other rounded corner belongs there, and the cubic corner belongs there, where it is. As long as you're holding the puzzle like this, so that the central heart is orientated correctly. So if I want to flatten this corner by moving it to there, then this corner ends up sticking out. So what we need to do is we need to isolate the edge that the corner is connected to, so there's nothing on the left or right of the edge. So let's move this corner out of the way. Now there's nothing on the left or right of the edge, and I can flatten this corner there. So let's hold the puzzle so the central heart is orientated correctly. So we're quite lucky because we've already got the cubic corner where it belongs. It could be like it could have ended up there, you know, like after flattening the puzzle, and all you simply do is just move it like that to where it belongs. So when you flatten the corners, just, you know, just try and make sure that when you flatten the corner, you place it where it belongs. So, you know, placing the corner there, that's no good. It doesn't belong there. It's better to just place it there where it belongs. You know, if you do it like that, then the solve is going to be more quicker. It's going to be more efficient. You're going to be able to solve the puzzle in fewer moves. So all that needs to be done now, really, is to orientate all of the edges on the puzzle. So these are edges. These are the corners. The corners are already correct. So let's start putting the edges in their correct orientation. So to do this, you need to isolate the edge so there's nothing on the left or right of the edge. We can see there's something there, so we move this out of the way. So we isolate the edge and then we orientate the edge like that. And to know whether it's orientated correctly or not, you just need to make sure that the heart is matching with the central heart. So if I'd moved it this way, obviously it's incorrect. So let's orientate this edge. So isolate and orientate. Isolate and orientate. And last edge there. And that is the puzzle now solved. So I believe this method is, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the most efficient, the quickest way of solving the puzzle. It's kind of, I'm not trying to boast or anything, but it is hard to imagine how there could be any other method that would be more efficient than this one. You know, I've spent some time on this trying to figure out, like, how can I solve it so I can solve it in like the fewest moves possible, and this is the method that I've come up with. But you know, if you know of a more efficient, quicker method, then just let me know in the comment section. But it is hard to imagine that there could be any other way of solving this which would be more quicker and more efficient. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Thanks for watching.